The world was once a storm of salt and thunder, but that world is gone now. You open your eyes to a silence so deep, it feels like a physical weight. You are lying on moss as soft as velvet, glowing with a faint pulse-like light. In front of you stands the tree. Its trunk is made of dark, polished iron, twisting toward a sky filled with unfamiliar stars. Its leaves are not green, they are iridescent, cobalt and violet, vibrating with a low harmonic hum. The tree is singing a song of roots and time, and the sound vibrates through the ground into your very bones. You sit up slowly. Your fingers brush against the amulet around your neck, the ancient sea symbol left by your mother. It is warm to the touch, pulsing in sync with the tree. You don't remember how you arrived here, but the forest feels as though it has been waiting for you for 1,000 years. You follow a trail of glowing stones, leading away from the clearing. The air smells of wild lavender, wet earth, and something sharp, like lightning. The forest floor is a carpet of bioluminescent ferns, bowing as you pass. Then you hear it, not the sound of rushing water, but the sound of 1,000 whispers. The river of Ethel flows before you, its waters a deep, ink-like cobalt, moving with a life of its own. The surface doesn't just reflect the stars, it creates patterns, geometric shapes that form and dissolve in the current. You kneel at the water's edge and dip your hand into the cool flow. Immediately, lines of blue light trace their way up your arm, reaching for your amulet. The whispers coalesce into a single, multi-layered voice, echoing inside your mind. The seeker has awakened. We are the river of memories, the blood of the earth. The water murmurs. The current shifts, forming a face beneath the surface. Atlantis is not lost. It is only sleeping, hidden beneath the weight of forgotten sins. The water shows you a vision of massive coral spires and a great pearl, dark and cold. The city of the ocean has lost its heart, and you are the key to its return. Follow the path of the falling star, find the gates, and wake the deep. You leave the singing forest, guided by the blue glow of your amulet. The path leads you to the coast, where the white sand glows like bone under the massive moon. The tropical wind is warm, carrying the scent of salt and ancient mysteries. You find a small wooden skiff, carved from the same iron wood as the great tree. As you push off into the glowing bioluminescent waves, the ocean lights up around you like a liquid galaxy. The stars in the sky seem to align, forming the constellation of the sea star, pointing towards the horizon. In the distance, a volcanic island rises from the mist. The air grows hot, the smell of sulfur and smoke mingling with the sea spray. You must find the first lighthouse, the beacon that guards the descent. As you land on the shore of black glass, a guardian appears, a golem of magma and stone, its eyes burning like furnace doors. It does not attack, it waits. It is a test of will. You reach into your pocket and pull out a single iridescent leaf from the ironwood tree. The golem bows, its fire dimming to a soft orange glow as it steps aside to reveal the entrance to the crystal caves. Inside the cave, the walls are lined with singing crystals. Every step you take, every breath, creates a chime that echoes through the mountain. Your amulet begins to glow with an intense, blinding light, illuminating ancient carvings on the walls. When the star dives, the path opens. You reach the end of the cave, a ledge overlooking a bottomless, subterranean pool. The water is perfectly still, perfectly dark. But beneath the surface, miles below, you see a flicker of gold. You take a deep breath, clutching the amulet to your chest. You dive. The water is not cold. It is like a warm embrace. As you sink, the pressure doesn't crush you. It sustains you. Schools of glowing fish guide your way down, past sunken pillars and arches covered in emerald kelp. Finally, the seafloor opens up, a city of white marble and gold, encased in a shimmering dome of ancient magic. It is silent, beautiful, and terrifying. You stand before the great gates, made of black mother of pearl. A single indentation waits in the center, the exact shape of your amulet. The weight of the ocean is above you. The silence of the ages is around you. The city is waiting for your touch. The heart of Atlantis is waiting to beat once more. Close your eyes now. The water is calm, the city is safe, and you are finally home. Let the current take you into a dreamless, peaceful sleep. Sleep, seeker. The deep is watching over you.
The Sicilian night is heavy, with the scent of overripe lemons and dried herbs hanging from the rafters. You are a witch who has spent her life hiding in the flickering shadows of her family's kitchen. But tonight, the warmth of the hearth feels cold. The silence left by your sister is a void that no prayer can fill. Tonight, you are not looking for protection. Tonight, you are looking for the truth. The salt circle is traced on the stone floor, right where you usually knead the bread. The moonlight bleeds through the high window, silvering the ancient ink of the forbidden grimoire. Your heart is a drum, steady and defiant. You are ready to burn the world down. To find her, the air in the room suddenly stops. It feels thick, as if the oxygen is being drained by an invisible force. The candles tilt violently. Their orange flames turn a sharp electric blue. Then, the smell hits you. It's not the smell of home anymore. It's the scent of ancient leather, storm-drenched earth, and a hint of burning sulfur. He is there, Wrath. He stands in the center of the circle, a towering silhouette of gold and shadow. His presence is so massive, it seems to press against the very walls of the kitchen. He doesn't move, but you can feel the raw heat radiating from him, a wild, predatory heat that makes your skin tingle and your breath catch in your throat. His eyes are embers of molten gold, pinning you to the spot. He looks at you, not as a girl, but as a challenge, as a feast. His voice rises, a low growl of black velvet. You called me Little Witch. Do you have any idea what kind of blood pact you've just signed? The way he says your name, It feels like a physical touch, a dark promise, whispered directly into your soul. There is nowhere to run, and for the first time, you don't want to. The scene shifts, melting like a dream within a dream. The rough stone floor is gone, replaced by polished black marble. The air is no longer still. It is alive with the haunting cry of violins. You are in the heart of the kingdom of the wicked. The light from 1,000 crystal chandeliers dances across your skin. Wrath approaches you. This time, there is no salt circle to keep you apart. He reaches out, his hand gloved in black silk, and grips your waist firmly. You feel the heat of his palm through the thin fabric of your gown. It is a possessive, powerful grip. He pulls you flush against him, chest to chest. As you spin together, the world becomes a blur of gold and shadow. He leans in. His lips graze the shell of your ear, his hot breath sending a shiver down your spine. "Look at them, Amelia," he whispers. "They all want your soul, but they forget that it already belongs to me." You feel his hand slide slowly up the small of your back, an electric contact that sets your nerves on fire. The crowd is nothing. The music is nothing. There is only the rhythm of his breathing and the strength of his arm holding you tight. The music has faded. The frantic heat of the ballroom has turned into a protective, heavy warmth. You are back in the safety of your room, but the shadow has followed you home. Wrath is there, sitting at the foot of your bed, a silent guardian in the dark. His presence is no longer a threat. It is a fortress. Let your eyelids grow heavy. Feel the security of this silence, shared with a monster who chose to save you. The tension of the night is evaporating, leaving behind a delicious, heavy exhaustion. Every muscle in your body lets go. You sink into the cool, fresh sheets, but your mind stays fixed on that golden glow in the dark. The prince's shadow wraps around you like a silk blanket. You don't need to fight anymore. He is watching the door. He is watching your dreams. Let yourself slide deeper and deeper still. In this kingdom, you are the queen, and hell itself bows its head to let you sleep. Sleep, sleep in the shadow of the prince.
Tonight, we follow the story of a young woman who was searching for something very simple: peace. For a long time, her life had been filled with noise, the constant hum of the city, busy streets, long days of work that never seemed to end. Every evening, when she returned home, she felt tired, not only in her body, but also in her mind. The noise stayed inside her thoughts. But one day, she remembered something her grandmother once told her. Long ago, her grandmother had discovered a small cabin deep in a quiet forest, far away from the noise of the world, a place where the air was calm where the nights were peaceful and where the heart could finally rest. Her grandmother used to say that this cabin had a special feeling, a gentle silence that helped people remember who they truly were. And so, one quiet morning, the young woman decided it was time to leave the city behind. She packed only the things that truly mattered to her. Her guitar, a few warm clothes, and of course, her little orange cat, who had always stayed by her side. Together, they began their journey toward the forest. The journey took many hours. The busy roads slowly disappeared, replaced by quiet country paths. Tall trees began to surround them. The air became cooler and calmer. By the time the sun began to set, soft snowflakes had started falling from the sky. The forest looked magical in the blue light of the evening. Finally, after walking along a small hidden trail, she saw it, the cabin. Small, warm, and peaceful, just as her grandmother had described. Soft light was glowing from the windows, and inside she could already imagine the warmth of a fire waiting to be lit. Her cat quietly stepped inside first, curious as always. The cabin smelled like old wood and winter air, a comforting scent that made her feel instantly at home. She gently placed her guitar near the fireplace, lit the fire, and sat down on a soft cushion on the floor. Outside, the snow continued to fall slowly in the quiet forest. The journey took many hours. The busy roads slowly disappeared, replaced by quiet country paths. Tall trees began to surround them. The air became cooler and calmer. By the time the sun began to set, soft snowflakes had started falling from the sky. The forest looked magical in the blue light of the evening. Finally, after walking along a small hidden trail, she saw it. The cabin, small, warm, and peaceful. Just as her grandmother had described, soft light was glowing from the windows, and inside she could already imagine the warmth of a fire waiting to be lit. Her cat quietly stepped inside first, curious as always. The cabin smelled like old wood and winter air, a comforting scent that made her feel instantly at home. She gently placed her guitar near the fireplace, lit the fire, and sat down on a soft cushion on the floor. Outside, the snow continued to fall slowly in the quiet forest. Soon the fire began to crackle softly. Warm golden light filled the cabin, dancing gently across the wooden walls. Outside the large window, the snowy forest shimmered under the moonlight. And there, in the distance, stood a beautiful glowing tree. Its branches shimmered with soft blue light, almost as if tiny stars had settled among the leaves. The young woman had never seen anything like it. But somehow, it felt peaceful, as if the forest itself was welcoming her. Her cat curled up beside her on the cushion, already drifting into sleep. Slowly, she picked up her guitar and began to play a soft melody. The notes were gentle, simple, like a quiet conversation between her heart and the peaceful night around her. The fire crackled softly. The snow continued falling outside, and little by little, the noise of the world began to fade away. Outside, the magical tree glowed quietly in the snowy forest. Everything felt calm, safe, peaceful. The young woman closed her eyes for a moment, simply listening to the quiet rhythm of the fire and the gentle falling snow. Her cat breathed slowly beside her, and as the night grew deeper, the cabin became a place of perfect rest, a place where worries could slowly drift away, like snowflakes carried by the wind. And now, as you listen to the quiet sounds of the fire and the soft music in the cabin, you too can begin to relax. Your breathing becomes slower, your thoughts become softer, and just like the young woman in the cabin, you can allow yourself to drift peacefully into sleep.